Over the weekend I ordered a new toy, and today the postman's been. So what has he brought me? I've had another little wee delivery, and what was inside the box, as you can see, it was one of these. It was a STEELDIVE Rolex no date Submariner homage. Looks very nice, doesn't it? So first impressions are very good. It just came in a little baggie. There was no stickers to peel off or anything like that. It's a bit suspicious personally. Whoops, I've got lost focus there. Let's go back. Yeah, so, which was a bit strange. Normally they come with stickers. I believe it's got an NH35 movement. I'll take the measurements in a few minutes. And that's what the strap looks like. It's got the STEELDIVE logo on it and a few holes in it, and it's got one hell of a big clasp. Look at the size of that clasp. You know, it is stainless steel, I suppose, one piece clasp, but maybe it's got like a split pin in it or something, I don't know. But anyway, it's quite big. Shall we see if the movement is hacking? Yeah, it's a hacking movement. I think it's got a ghost position as well. That's the winding. Yeah, that's the date. You can actually hear it clicking. And this will be to change the time. So there's a ghost position there, so obviously it's the same movement as you would get. It's not a no date movement. It winds, screw winds back down, the crown winds back down, okay. What about the bezel? The bezel is ceramic. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Well, if I was to choose a word to describe that bezel action, it would not be buttery. It's a bit like a zipper. It feels like a zipper, it really does. It's like a metal zipper on a coat. I paid for the watch. I've got a £5 off discount code, and I paid 94 before the discount. I think paid 89, and that was including delivery, so that's not bad. There's the back of the watch. I deliberately didn't choose one for more money on a bracelet because I just don't think that STEELDIVE bracelets are any good at all. Oh, it's a bit out of line, isn't it? Let's just do that again, because that isn't that annoying when it... See if I can get that to... I think that's lined up. Let's just pop it on the wrist, and that's going to be a tricky job. Mind you, the buckle's big enough, you won't miss that clasp, will you? And that's it on wrist. Nice. But apart from the bezel action, yeah, which will need further investigation, I think I shall ping a few emails and I'll come back to you with the to-ing and fro-ing on that one, just sort of see if they comment really on that. It's a 60-click bezel, 60-click unidirectional bezel, And what I'll do now is I'll pause this and I'm going to get my watch rack out. I'll get you a few Submariners and we'll pop it next to some Submariner homages. Okay, so here's the steel diver on one of my watch stands, and as you can see it's racked up against a Parnis GMT, not a Submariner, but there you go. It's racked up against a Bezel Submariner homage, and it's racked up against a Pagani design. So against the Pagani design, you can see that the Pagani design is actually bigger, but that is the 42, so I may have to order the 40. Against the Bezel, it does look very similar, apart from the obviously date complication. The dial is printed and not applied. That's one thing I can see. And against the Parnis, we've got a similar treatment to the bezel, apart from this is a GMT bezel, but this is fully loomed, whereas this one isn't. Again, no pip. How you'd put a pip on a loomed bezel, I don't know. But the actual finishes of the case looks very nice compared to the rest. The crown guards don't stick out too much, and they're a consistent sort of style to the rest of them, perhaps not this one. And the case shape as well, it's sort of based on the maxi case, I think. So the Bezel is probably based on an older style case design, and that's more of a current case design site. I think that's pretty current looking. So yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with that, but I will ping an email across to the supplier, and possibly a couple of other reviewers, and to see what they think on the issue with the winding. But now, yeah, I have 4. I know it's a GMT, but 4. But now I have 4 Rolex homages, Submariner, but I know that's a GMT, but it's very, apart from the bezel, you know, and the GMT hand, it doesn't look too dissimilar. So I'll have that as a Submariner homage for the meantime. But that is what Steel Diver. I think for the money, the Steel Diver is a cracking watch. I will pop on the screen now. I will pop the specifications, the size, the weight. Do you know what? I'll weigh it now, you know. Blow it, I'll weigh it. It won't weigh very much because it's got a rubber case. But it's definitely 40 millimeters. Definitely 40 millimeters. And let's just pop it on the scales. 97 grams. 97 grams. So that's pretty standard, really, isn't it? Pretty standard. And it's definitely 40 millimeter. And it's no taller, so it's probably about 13 mil tall. But again, I'll measure that, and I shall pop that on the front here for you guys to see. So with that revelation, I would like to say thank you for joining me at Time in the UK, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So if you like the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and give me some feedback, and some comments is always greatly appreciated. If there's anything that you would like to see, yeah, shout out. Happy days. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.